Have you ever wondered how different is Geralt from the game series between his novel counterpart? Well, wonder no more, because I'm here to tell you some differences between the books and the video games, so let's get into it.
Just like that?
Hello people who actually believe that Triss manipulated Geralt into having sex with her. I'm Renard and welcome to my first YouTube video, and in this video we're going to be talking all about Geralt and the Witcher series. But today isn't about showing my skills in The Witcher. I'm here to tell you all about what I believe are the biggest differences between book Geralt and game Geralt, and how different is he. And I should warn you, should be obvious, but spoilers. Now for those who are unaware, from the words of the author Andrzej Sapkowski himself, the game is a free adaptation containing elements of my work. Adaptations, although they can in a way relate to the story told in the books, can never aspire to the role of a follow-up. They can never add prologues nor prequels, let alone epilogues and sequels. So in reality, the Witcher games are pretty much a fan fiction to serve as a sequel for the books, but they can't be considered official lore. Then of course some things would change. Things like, Geralt isn't a bearded, hot, sexy Witcher. Yeah, I know, that might come as a little bit of a shock because every single promotional picture from The Witcher 3 shows Geralt with a beard, so he has to have a beard in the books, right? Now I must admit that the first two games didn't portray Geralt as bearded, so this is a bit of a stretch. But given the amount of flack some people gave to Netflix for their portrayal of Geralt, it is safe to assume some people believe the beard to be canon, and it is not. Geralt, in fact, isn't a big fan of beards in the books. There's even a short talk with Yennefer in the video games that I believe it's a little hint that he never enjoyed having the beard in the books.
Geralt, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. Your beard. Why did you decide to grow it out?
Don't really know.
Must say it suits you.
So yeah, book Geralt would spend a lot of time at the barber's. Gotta save those coins, and Geralt wouldn't be spending them making a soul patch, so please don't give Geralt the soul patch. And while still on the topic of looks, Geralt isn't that good looking. Now you hear people call him ugly, freak, bastard, all sorts of derogatory terms, right? And you're looking at the screen thinking, I mean, he isn't that bad. But then again, Geralt calls all those white wolves ugly bastards, so maybe I don't know what's pretty or not in that world. But the important thing is, on the books, you are sure Geralt is ugly. The description for Geralt is skinny, with an ugly smile and an unpleasant voice. He has pale skin, loose white hair, and dark, frightening eyes. And I don't know about you, that already throws me off because Cockle does not have an unpleasant voice. That really doesn't look the description from Geralt on The Witcher 3. If I'm thinking about The Witcher 1, it does fit a little bit of the profile. Not the second one. Pretty sure not the third one. User Afternoon63 painted this portrayal of The Witcher, which kind of looks very accurate to the books, I gotta say. Definitely very different from the Geralt from the video games that we've grown to love. And also, when you think about Geralt's scars, they're definitely not that aesthetically pleasing look that you get to see in the video games. They have like these perfectly placed scars, making Geralt look like a badass. Maybe gives him a little scratch so he can have a story to talk about later. Now, not that book Geralt didn't win against various monsters, but his scars are described to be more hideous and sinewy. You know, like real scars. But enough of looks. Does he have more scars because he kills more monsters? I mean, that can't be possible, right? Because we're killing monsters non-stop on the game. Even though the Witchers are trained to hunt and kill monsters, Geralt lives by his own moral code. Geralt only kills the ones that are a direct threat to other people. The intelligent creatures that are just there hanging around, he lets them live. Now the difference between books and video games right now is that the game actually gives you a choice whether you should kill some of these monsters or not. So think about that next time where you kill that troll that isn't doing anything in the middle of an island. Think to yourself, what would Geralt do? He surely wouldn't be using that many signs. Oh yeah, you know them by heart. Yrden, Quen, Axii, Igni, Ard. Signs are something you get to use a lot on the video games. And why wouldn't you? I mean, if you have signs, sometimes signs are the difference between winning a fight and not. You can even make your build all around about sign intensity, improving it to make signs even more powerful. You have a whole skill tree of signs. Unfortunately, book Geralt rarely uses them. Signs are said to be very easy to learn, but only to be used as a last resource. Now that doesn't mean he doesn't use signs. Signs that he mostly uses are Ard, Axii, and pretty much in the way you're imagining Jedi mind tricking with Axii and Ard to push stuff and people, so that's pretty much book Geralt. But as I said, he rarely uses signs, so why talk about signs? Let's talk about something that's really important, and it's really different from the books and the video games. The fall damage in the games is not canon, alright? I said it, there's no reason for Geralt to die just because he dropped from a couple of stairs. Yep, that's it. That's pretty much it. Feel free to add the no damage fall mod because that's canon. You can pretty much add the mod and say, I'm more towards the books right now. The novel describes a scene where Geralt falls from a height that would break a normal man's legs, gently do a fast pirouette, and starts killing. Now, I'm not saying that Geralt is invincible when he falls, but he definitely doesn't trip and dies like in the video games. And this isn't just me. Heck, there's a whole bunch of videos on YouTube and memes all around. Geralt falls and he dies. Because let's face it, it makes no sense. What are Geralt's legs made from? Styrofoam? Alright, now this is your last chance. Right now there wasn't any big spoilers. I mean, falling isn't a big spoiler, so if you do not want to be spoiled for potential Netflix spoilers even, make sure you subscribe, like this video, and watch it later on, okay? Because right now, spoilers are coming. And the truck behind me is also coming. You've been warned, big spoilers from the novels incoming. Alright, Geralt and Yennefer are dead. Yep. I warned you. Spoilers. They're dead. They die. That's it. Remember in the beginning when I said, so in reality, the Witcher games are pretty much a fan fiction to serve as a sequel for the books. Well, the ending of the novels is quite controversial to this date. It's a little ambiguous. You're not really sure if they're actually dead. It's just kind of those endings that you get to talk about for a long time. But the truth of the matter is, Geralt is dead, Yennefer dies trying to revive Geralt, and then Ciri just scorched him into afterlife. Ciri keeps talking about Geralt and Yennefer's wedding, and there's so many dead people at that wedding that the only conclusion that you can come from is how can there be dead people in the wedding if Geralt and Yennefer aren't dead themselves? And that should be it, and it's a pretty good ending. But of course, for the games to exist, they have to have survived. Or they are brought back from the afterlife just so the Wild Hunt can get their hands on Ciri. Now, Geralt's death scene is not actually hinted, it's pretty much straightforward talked about in this scene.
We ought to be careful. This is their turf.
Couple of trolls got you soiling your knickers?
Was bold and brash once, like you. Then I took a pitchfork in the gut. Peasant kid, not a troll. I almost died. Hard way to learn, but I did.
So yeah, even in the games, they recognize that Geralt actually died. And that was it. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you click like and hit subscribe below. And let me know in the comments, did you know about all this? Do you want to know more about the Witcher novels? Do you want me to talk about the unicorn? Are you Team Triss or Team Yennefer? Once again, I'm Renard, and thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you follow me on Twitch so we can chat about The Witcher or any other games you might like. And I'm also on Twitter and Instagram. All links are in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week when we talk about why Qbert was actually the first RPG. Bye!